Hello and welcome. This is Honeysuckle bringing you the episode 7 update for the July 2017 Minecraft Hardcore Challenge. Jumping right in, I'll start with my own episode. I cleared out some leftover stone inside my build, ran back down to get a few more resources, and then continued clearing out the inside of the lighthouse and putting in a central spiral staircase. Next we have Badcraft 73. He gets his materials organized and starts building more on his lighthouse roof. As the night comes to an end, he boats out a ways to get a look at the build, which is looking really nice. Then he heads back to land to get a different view. Then he collects some sand and smelts it to put in some windows. Next we have Captain Hook 5150. He starts out by making a creeper blow up, then heads up to gather more snow and diorite. He works more on building the walls of snow, and then he switches to the polished diorite with a row of granite, followed by more diorite, all while lamenting about the lack of sand for glass. And I'm fairly sure at this point he shouldn't be allowed to build without safety rails and a safety harness, as he fell a few times off his walls. Next we have Baker Bell Games. She heads back down to gather more gravel and andesite, then she makes a bunch of pink concrete powder, which she turns into concrete and starts building with. Then she heads back down looking for more gravel and iron. Next we have Dark Age Man. He builds a type of cauldron at the top of his tower to hold a fire, boats out to admire it, then comes back to cut out a portion of the hill behind it to prevent enemy approach. Next we have Granny's Got Game. She begins building her bridge over the air to where the lighthouse will be. Then she leaps off into the ocean and swims back to work her way up to start clearing out some rock for the actual build, working into the night with a surprise creeper visit that ends with an explosion. When another one shows up, she escapes into the ocean, but as she tries to lure him away from the area, he gets the drop on her and blows her up. So that's the end of her series this month, and we do hope to see her back next month in August. Next we have Block Samurai. She plants seeds in her garden, starts smelting cobble, and then heads up to surprise a creeper before taking a couple layers off the peak of the mountain, and then starts laying blocks to create the shape of her lighthouse. It is snowing quite a bit, which proves to be very distracting, but she does manage to soldier on and get the work done. Next we have JavaDad. He is using the replay mod for his episode. He gathers some wheat from his garden, then starts turning concrete powder into concrete. Then he takes the concrete up to start building his tower. Looking at the mix of colors actually reminds me of a Lego build, so I might dub this build the Lego Lighthouse. Next we have Rabbit Roars. She starts out heading off to get more sand and takes a quick break to gather mushrooms for food after her shovel breaks. Then she gets some sand smelting for glass. Then she gathers more sand and dirt during the night, heading down to grab some more gravel as well. She does make some more concrete to end the episode. So that is the updates for this episode 7. I believe Wandering Nerd is also... his episode 7 did not record correctly, so he will be back with his episode 8 at the end of the week, and he is still going strong. We've only had one death this week, or this episode. That was Granny's Got Game. So that leaves us with 9 players still in the MHC this month, and 2 more episodes to go, so we will see how that goes, and we will see you next time. Bye!